What is going on, guys? It is 6:55 p.m. March 6th, Friday. It's also our 6th day of sobriety. We made it here. We got through the work week. I just got back from the gym. This was actually my first weightlifting workout that I've done in these 6 days. Typically in the past, I push it too hard. Day one sober, I'm, trying to get 10K steps, hit the gym, perfect diet, all this stuff. And I just found that generally overloads me too much. And I needed to give myself a little more grace, allow myself to rest, to be calm, to eat what I want to eat, all for the goal of not drinking that day. So this week I took it a little slower. The first day I didn't really do much. I kind of hung out, watched TV, ate normal foods, things like that. But as the week progressed, I started getting outside more this week. I went for more walks, as you saw in the previous videos. And, I'm slowly ramping up the good habits here without overloading myself. So I just wanted to check in today. I will be giving a more detailed video of how the week went. Probably on Sunday after. I'll be on day 8 then, but it'll be kind of a week recap, and kind of how things are going, where they're going. For now, this is the first sober weekend that I'm getting through, and I decided not to drink tonight. I'm not going to. Pretty much 99% chance that I'm not gonna. There's always a chance in our brains that things can change, but I've decided I'm not gonna, so we're gonna leave it at that. Overall, I've been feeling pretty good for the most part. I've had certain sleep issues. I get to sleep pretty quick, but the whole night, I'm having crazy dreams. I feel like I'm emotionally awake in my dreams. Like I'm moving around, I'm thinking, I'm swapping from dream to dream. It's kind of like a sleep filled with turmoil. But that being said, I wake up more rested and more clear-headed than I do when I'm drinking. So even with horrible sleeps, I'm still feeling better for the most part. I'm feeling calmer. And that's something I wanted to touch on as well, actually, is kind of the worst symptom I have while I'm drinking is this chronic ignition of my sympathetic nervous system. So what I mean by that is there's always this tension, anxiety, feeling of that I'm rushing, I guess, from basically the time I wake up till I'm like halfway through the drinks that I bought. So generally, from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., I feel chronically somewhat anxious, tense, just uneasy. And that's to be expected with drinking because alcohol is a depressant. It inhibits all of your excitatory responses. So when you don't have it, your body upregulates and increases all those things. So your heart rate's higher, your blood pressure is higher, your anxiety's higher. And I'm honestly kind of sick of living that way. I want to be able to just watch a movie and be relaxed. I want to go for a walk and be relaxed. I want to go in public and be relaxed. I don't want to sit at work all day panicking for no reason. Just my body is physically panicking, so my brain makes up stories and it causes its own panic. And that's kind of what I'm working towards this time around, is really, giving myself the grace to be in more calm situations, not rush to things I'm doing, not feel guilty and shameful for certain things, like not having a perfect diet day one. So for example, yesterday, I kind of had a day where I didn't feel that great. I had a bit of a headache. I was sluggish, unmotivated, and little thoughts were creeping in, 6 to 10 beers will fix this. yeah, of course it will, because you'll numb it out, you'll forget about that feeling, and then you'll wake up feeling like crap again. So what I decided instead is I'm gonna get a pizza. And the craziest thing happened is my brain tried to tell me that 10 beers is less bad than eating a pizza, which I only ate half of. Um, why that is, I don't know. I think it has to do with your brain perceives immediate relief as a benefit, and it can't really process like future consequences that well. But we do have a logical part of our brain, and logically we know 10 beers is obviously, it's probably going to be more calories than the pizza, one, and two, you get the poison of the actual ethanol in it. So, I logically told myself that. It was uncomfortable for a couple hours, but I got that pizza. I ate it. I enjoyed it. When I was full, my cravings were gone. Like it was 8 p.m. My stomach is full to the brim, barely breathing on the couch. I feasted essentially, and I take that as a victory. Like, I'm not gonna have a pizza every night. The diet's gonna improve over time, but last night I used it as a tool, to help me get through that negative period. And I got my head to the pillow, sober, slept, got through another day here, and today I went for another walk and I went to the gym. So I think that's already a victory. It's like 7 p.m. now, and if I end up doing nothing else for the whole day and just go to sleep feeling unaccomplished, logically I know, I did stuff today. I worked, I walked, I went to the gym. So far my diet's been very clean and good today. My mood's been pretty stable. Yeah, and I'm recording this video, which is another plus. I really miss being here. I appreciate everybody for watching these videos and the nice comments you leave me. I apologize for leaving some of you hanging during my dark periods, but it just is what it is. I'm gonna post here as I continue to grow and get better, and I hope the same for you. I really wish anyone struggling with this is also defeating the demon that's controlling them, and I think it's possible. I know it's possible, and we just have to, play it minute by minute. Some minutes are good, some hours are good, some days are good, but when those dark thoughts come up, you just kind of have to steer course, change your trajectory, see the thought as a passing cloud. Clouds pass in the sky slowly, you can watch them, eventually they'll disappear. That's kind of what I've realized with cravings and these weird thoughts that, I'm just sitting there randomly watching TV, and all of a sudden I like see a cold, crisp beer in my head. Like, why does that come up? Like, I'm sure anything that you have habitually looped yourself into, people doing heroin or something, they might envision a needle and a spoon or something. I don't have that because I never did it, but I'm sure it's kind of the same thing. So yeah, I would just recommend, when you get those thoughts, just see it as a picture and not as a reason to act. And eventually it'll go away. Get yourself, sparkling water or some food, or get up and walk. Like, in the beginning, it definitely feels like you have to keep yourself busy, but I think as the days go on, those things that you do that keep you busy eventually just kind of become mainstream parts of your life that you just do without effort, and eventually they'll fill up your day. You'll start getting more sobriety under your belt. You'll see improvements across the board, and ultimately you will take a step further and further away from the thing you did before. So anyways, I'm rambling on now. I didn't want this video to be so long, but I will give a better detailed report of the full week this coming Sunday. I'll make a video, and I will post my day one video this Sunday as well. So you might be seeing this a week or so later than anticipated, but I wanted to make sure that I had some things under control before I posted. So yeah, Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.